Let me cross the ocean to your land, settle down upon the sea.
Welcome back to Sugar in the City, you all. You know that I'm going around the city interviewing couples about what sustains their love. Valentine's Day is coming up, and we have an awesome couple here to share their love story. Kelly and Everett Harvin are here today to share their love story. Everett is a lab tech at Viacora, and Kelly is a medical biller at TriHealth. I met Kelly last year at a vision board workshop that I held for Cincinnati Boot Camp. Kelly started her journey to physical fitness, and I watched Kelly the whole year on Facebook, and I had to interview her and her husband because the transition from a year ago has been phenomenal. It's been spiritual, and I don't even know her and her husband, but it seemed like they've grown closer during her transition and her journey. Kelly and Everett, thank you all for joining us today. I love you, girl.
I love you, girl.
So again, they're celebrating 25 years. 25 years.
Yes.
March 21st, right?
Correct.
March 21st.
Met at UC. Actually, it's been over 30 years. It's been 32 years.
32
yes.
years.
So we dated for 7 years.
Okay.
And we met at UC my sophomore year. Well, I met him my freshman year, and I was out there having my fun. So, but my sophomore year, we had a class together.
Okay.
And when I walked in the class, he looked into my eyes, and we were just friends at that time, but we knew each other from a distance.
Okay.
And he said, "You've changed." And I was like, wow, he noticed the change.
What change?
Because I started seeking God. That was my journey to...
So your freshman year, did you stay on campus?
No, I did not.
Okay.
I lived at home, but I was still just...
Okay,
wasn't close to God like I needed to be.
So what did you notice?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I noticed she had matured spiritually. I noticed that she was more subdued.
Wow.
And she had
I need to be subdued. Okay, go ahead, Kelly. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Good. Okay. Kelly was subdued. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. And
okay.
And her confidence had changed, and she just her walk was even different.
Oh, and you recognized it?
You recognized
I'm
it.
a little older than her, so
okay.
Yeah.
So what year were you?
I'm actually 6 years older than she is.
Okay, so you were just in still.
I was.
He started. He went to college late.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm coming from Jersey.
Okay.
So I came up here.
Wow.
And
you recognized little old Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
And so where'd it go from there?
Well, we hung out. We were friends for a while, and I think that's what made the relationship special. You know, you always hear friends first, and I mean, we had so much fun because we both loved to laugh.
Yeah, crazy girl. We
laughed some of the craziest things, but we were so in tune with the humor.
Yeah,
we knew things about each other, like you would say the word before she would say it.
Wow, y'all got that going on?
Mm-hmm. Girl, yeah.
And we were just friends. We were just friends. And
so what made you two start hanging out? Mutual friends? I mean...
We had the class together, and because we had the class together,
I mean,
we have mutual friends. I would say,
yeah. And so you would go outside.
We would go to parties because a lot of our friends, we would meet at the same place, and then we just start like connecting. We would see each other out at first. Well, I do have to say this because at first, before he said he noticed me my freshman year, it was like he was checking me out the whole time. You know how we used to drive through Eden Park?
Yes.
And in our cars, and I would see him. I was with someone else at the time. But I would see him, and I felt him checking me out.
Are you serious?
And I would just roll my eyes every time I saw him. So it was like, oh, I don't know why looking at me like that.
That's interesting.
So, yeah.
And so... when did it become official? Like, how did it become official? And you had him in the back of your mind already. You knew that you weren't keeping
he was chasing me.
Right.
During that time, I was actually dating somebody, but she wasn't living here. She had moved to Chicago.
Okay.
And during that time, it was a breakup, the girl and I went through it. You know, you thinking, hey, you know, this is it, you know, but I realized it wasn't it. I mean, when I say I went through it, and I've never been a person that, I'm like, okay, you gone, that's it, move on. But it was a depression because I thought, hey, you know, I cared about this person.
Yeah. Wow.
Kelly dropped in strictly as a friend. She came by, you know, and I mean, I was in a dark place. I mean, literally, my house was dark.
Oh, I get it.
And she came by, she said, I'm getting you out of here.
Wow.
She said, you need to come
Did you
out.
call her?
Kelly?
Yeah.
No.
She just dropped by.
She called, she said, I'm coming by to get you out of the house. I haven't seen you. You know, so she came by. She took me to Arby's.
Yeah.
Bought me all this food now, and she was like, you go eat that because I had lost all kinds of weight looking frail and everything.
Are you serious?
And just the fact that she cared enough just to come by and see me, you know, didn't look for anything, wasn't expecting anything, strictly platonic.
Were you still with the other guy when you did this?
Yeah, I was still with I really wasn't at that time, even though I knew he checked me out my freshman year, I still wasn't at that point because I knew he was going through what he was going through. So I was just there to get him out of the funk and, you know, move on. Cause, you know,
But she didn't move on.
Well, we did. It wasn't right away still.
We started hanging out really
a lot.
as friends. I mean,
did your relationship ever cause any havoc over there?
With
your friend?
With the guy?
Yeah. Did it ever get to the point where you like, okay, Kelly, who do you want?
No,
I think he just kind of saw it.
Wow.
You know, he saw that we started connecting, and he just kind of like just stepped back. He just stepped back, like, I think I see. You know how guys say, like I don't think I ever match up to the way you're looking at him. I think he literally saw that, and he just kind of stepped back.
Are you serious? So I think this was like
destined.
Yeah.
The first kiss was almost like a high school kiss. Even not even it was like kids.
Yeah, it's like, what, you kissed me?
Yeah.
We're friends.
It was strange.
It was strange.
It was almost like shaking hands, but it was a kiss. It was a peck.
Yeah,
and because she was going to San Francisco to see her sister.
Okay.
And this was during the holidays.
A year later.
And I was going to Jersey to see my family.
Okay.
And it was just a peck, and I gave her. We had these hearts, and I gave her one half, and I kept the other half.
How cool is that? Somebody better get me a heart. Living my life through my couples.
And we still have the heart, actually. Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. Okay, so you gave her the heart to symbolize friendship.
And it said friendship.
Okay. Okay.
And it was like just I broke the other half, and she kept the other half, and.
So I'm always asking, like, so when did the relationship begin? The thing that I love about this relationship is that these two said that they really were friends before marriage. Now, y'all take heed of that, because I think that's why they're still together 25 years later and smiling. Yeah. So, I mean, okay, you all were friends first.
Right.
Respected each other. Supported one another.
Yeah. I would say that I noticed we both separated, and it gave us time to think. When he went back home to be with his family and I went to San Francisco, we had 2 weeks to just think about what just happened. We just had that first kiss, and what just happened. So we talked a little bit over the phone, and it was a sweet conversation.
Yeah.
And we came back and we just started really hanging. I mean, like just really being together, enjoying each other's company,
Yeah.
and going to class together, trying to get our education,
Okay.
and then I would say we got really, really close, just really close, and we started going to a church here in Cincinnati
together.
and it just we even really got closer because it
Okay.
was like no sex, no nothing. We just said, you know what, we need to save ourselves
That's
for
wonderful.
when we get married.
It was actually, I went to her dad first.
Yeah.
You know, and I know that's old school, but I was
We like old school.
That's right.
I went to
Yeah.
her dad, and he was like, "Yeah, go ahead, do it." And I said, "I just wanted to make sure I respected your household," and asked. And so it was actually kind of funny because she was. I caught her at a time where most people are like, "Well, I want to take you out to dinner." She was in the bathroom rolling her hair, and I thought, because I'm a spur of the moment kind of guy.
Still sweet. It was sweet.
Not trying, I got on my knee, and she was like, "What are you doing?" While she rolled her hair, "What are you doing?" I said, I want to ask you for your hand in marriage. And she looked at me, she said, "Boy, stop playing." I was like, "No, seriously, I already asked your dad." She's like, "Really?" And then she tried to close me out of the bathroom, but
Wow.
then she came
That's
out.
so sweet.
She said, "Yeah."
And you said yes.
Yeah, I said yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you all have children?
We do. We
Okay.
have a 22-year-old, and his name is Jalen.
Okay.
Real sweet, very outgoing. He's
Okay.
determined in life,
Okay.
focused. And we have a 16-year-old that
Okay.
we adopted when he was 2. Before we got married, we decided to tell each other what we were dealing with.
Wow.
So before we get into this, so
Yes.
we would know what we have to fight against.
Okay.
And so we decided to just, he told me his deepest
Yeah.
secrets, and I told him my deepest secrets.
So you were transparent.
And we sought help together, and
Yeah.
we went through
That's
counseling
good.
before marriage. And
Okay.
we know that that's one of the main reasons why we
Because
still
that was a
together,
job.
because he was able to accept what I've gone through in life, and I was able to say, you know what,
Because
let's
we-
get whole together.
If you're not
Yeah.
willing to accept that person totally, because I mean,
Mhm.
there were some things that most people would have ran from both of us.
Mhm.
Like, oh my gosh, I don't want to deal with that,
Right.
or your past, or anything. And I felt like, you know what, I didn't know anything about her in the beginning, and most of us know in a relationship, the first thing you see is the face. You're attracted to the face, then you're attracted to the conversation, but beyond that, who is she?
Yeah.
So we would get deep in the conversation. I mean, beyond the laughing,
We had to go dark.
we had to
Yeah.
we had to know about what some of the tears were about.
Yeah.
And once we let loose and shared, there was other things that I was like kind of fearful of sharing, but I said, you know, if I wait and we get married and I tell her some of these things that I'm scared about sharing with her, and then somehow they pop up, because somehow ugly things pop up.
They do.
And
They do. I think this is one of the biggest teachers to be transparent in a relationship and just being open and honest, because you do want someone to know what they're dealing with.
Right.
I love
Exactly.
being raw
Exactly.
in front of a person.
Yeah.
Has there ever been any times where you just said, I just can't do it anymore? No, not y'all.
Girl got in the car like, bye, deuces.
Back in 5 minutes.
No, I wasn't.
It felt good.
Oh, yeah.
What
Yeah.
happened? What happened? You care to share? Just
There's
a little
several
bit.
things. I could think of
Yeah,
several
because
moments where we were just like, you know what, cussed each other out. Was
Yeah.
like,
And I think
Yeah.
too, like myself, I'm kind of I'm a closed person, and she started opening up things with me, but I don't, and I don't believe in arguing. I mean, you have disputes,
Right.
but I'm not one of those rah rah get mad. I don't believe in touching her unless I'm touching her in a loving way. And I will say we've had disputes and disagreements, but never arguments.
We don't fight.
I've never called her out of her name.
Wow,
No,
that's
he's never even
Never.
raised his hand. You know,
Yeah. Yes.
And
That's
even
never
when
been-
I yell, I felt like, is that really a yell? Much as it was just me trying to sound like I'm mad. And she would, and the same thing. She's so much different now, and I know I am. She would not. She said, "I don't want to talk to you." And I was like, "Oh, you gonna talk to me?" I'll be following around the house like a little puppy. You gonna talk to
because you want to
me?
get it resolved.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you come from a 2-parent household?
Not for my parents divorced when I was 11.
Okay.
And matter of fact, almost everybody in my family divorced. And I before God said, never will I ever do that. If you want something bad enough,
Yeah.
and I wanted this woman, I said I will go through whatever I need to go through. First, I got to go to God to make sure whatever we go through together.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
because if you don't have Him first, and I mean we both know this, because there were times where we were like, do I really have Him? Because I need Him.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
And Kelly, what about you? Did your parents, were they married?
Yeah, both of my parents,
Okay.
yeah, they married.
Okay.
They were married for almost 50 years. Yeah.
Okay. So
So.
you had a standard
Mm-hmm.
to look to. You're awesome. I think you're awesome.
I do too.
And I think that a lot of people can learn from you. You both. What do you see when you see Kelly?
amazing. I see a happiness that when I'm go to my dark places, which she'll tell you, I've had times in my life, my past had got so dark at some time, because my mom, I had a bad relationship with my mom, but I've forgiven her and I've moved on. Kelly was there. She was there. So when I see her, I'm like, you know what? She's my bubbles and stars and leprechauns.
Even now, that's wonderful, wonderful. Kelly, what do you see when you see it?
I see a protector.
Oh, I love it.
He's always, even the fact that he knows about where I've gone through, and through the whole course, he just loved me, accepted me, showered me to me on earth. I feel like he's the perfect example of replicating God here on earth
In the flesh.
because of the way he loves me. Yeah.
Wow, that's wonderful. So I asked you two to identify each other's primary love languages. The 5 love languages are words of affirmation, quality time, receiving gifts, acts of service, and physical touch.
Okay.
So you two identify each other's. What did you say, Everett, was Kelly's primary love language?
Quality
You won! Okay, what about Everett?
Let's see. Okay, name them. I'm sorry.
They are
Okay.
words of affirmation, quality time, receiving gifts, acts of service, and physical touch.
Oh,
His primary.
Okay.
His primary.
Okay.
I know he does all of them.
Okay, say the
But what
fourth
is-
one. What's the fourth
Words
one?
that. The fourth one is acts of service. Does he like you doing things for him, running his bath water, cooking,
Right.
physical touch, receiving gifts? Does he like the surprises more?
I would say quality time too.
He likes quality time
Yeah,
too. That's
we
what he
always
said.
be together. You'll never find us. The only time you ever see us apart is when I'm working out with Denise and boot
Yes.
camp and all that.
Yes.
But besides that, we're always together.
Has that done anything for the relationship?
Oh, absolutely. I think to see what she's doing, what she's done, that she's doing it first for her, because it is about her health. you don't mind me telling
No, go
you.
ahead.
She had a health situation when our oldest was around the same time he was born. She had Hodgkin's, and Hodgkin's is a form of cancer. And during that time, she had asked God, "Hey, let me live long enough to just see my son graduate," and He's honored her to let her live this even longer.
Yeah.
But she took that and turned it into something positive. She's gone to the mountaintop, literally. Run up places. She's run the half marathon. She's doing things that most people say, I just quit, because they see only the bad thing that happened to them. I look at her and she's taking the bad thing and she's running with it. Literally, she's her health. She just started. She's gonna start singing because she can sing.
I know. I'm about to do a jazz band.
And I've always told her. I said, you know what? I said, God gave you that beautiful voice. Don't waste it. Don't squander it. Do something with it. She's doing it.
Yeah.
She promotes everybody in this house, though, even the ones who are just as lazy as they want to be.
Yeah.
She'll get you up and not go run with me. You're going to run with me.
Yeah.
Even the dog, he had got fat. She got him out. So I look at her and I say, you know what? She's everything I always wanted. And I don't mean that in a way like, you hear guys say, she's pretty or whatever. It goes far beyond that, because I know when she picked up weight, due to, the illness and everything, I was like, and she said, how come you didn't tell me I was fat? And I'm like, because that's not what I'm looking at.
That's wonderful.
You're so much more than just your physical.
Yeah, that's wonderful. So the center of, or the foundation of your relationship is God, Jesus.
Absolutely.
Okay. Can you two share with the audience what does it take to sustain a relationship? You've been in this thing for 25 years, and there have definitely been struggles, and you still making marriage look desirable.
Love it.
So if you could share a few words with the audience, we'd love to hear from you on what it takes to sustain the marriage and still be happy and sit here touching each other.
Yeah. For me, I would say endurance, communication, and just being transparent with each other.
Okay.
Just being real and listening to each other, encouraging each other, and just know that if you endure and respect one another, you will see that it will go beyond words. It's just, I just focus on love.
Yes.
And the way that we just love each other. We just accept each other right where we are and love on each other.
You gotta have a sense of humor.
Oh, we are.
We are so silly.
Really?
To me, if you don't have laughter in your house, you're missing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And know that, we were friends first. We're still friends.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, best friends.
That is wonderful. You all got anything else to say?
Thank you.
Thank you.
We want to say thank you for giving us this opportunity. And thank you for the beautiful flowers.
Oh my God. Okay, you guys, we're going to wrap this one up. Thank the Harvins for allowing us into their space today. Love on someone while you're out there. And until next time, peace, love, and